Brandon Graham called it quits after 15 years, right? Brandon Graham called it quits, okay? Now, Brandon Graham, he leaves a huge void on the defense. He leaves a huge void on the team, right? Now, because this is your vocal leader, all right? This guy, he's doing all the trash talk for you, bro. He's doing all the trash talk for you. He's doing all the trash talk. What that does, right? Brandon Graham, okay? Brandon Graham instills a certain level of confidence within the whole team, right? Because look, bro, let us be honest. It's not just trash talk, okay? It's the mental damage that Brandon Graham does to teams and players, right? In the middle of games, in the midst of games, bro, it's effective. That's the thing. So when you look at having a veteran presence like a Brandon Graham, who can kind of like, bro won 2 Super Bowls, right? He already won a Super Bowl. So, you know, he made the biggest play in the Super Bowl to win a franchise, their first ever Super Bowl, right? So Brandon Graham with 2 Super Bowls, okay? Bro retired on us, right? We knew it was coming, but bro, isn't it perfect how he went out? Brandon Graham went out. Look, bro, think about it. This is the ultimate sports story, bro. Brandon Graham went out as a champion, a 2-time champion. He retired. He won a Super Bowl and retired. Bro went out like a boss, bro. Like, who the fuck is this? Like, somebody nerfed this thing. Like, bro, how the hell, all while talking, bro, all while talking shit, bro. Like, he been talking shit the whole, trash talking, bro. Right? Like, dude, I mean, his whole career has just been amazing, right? I honestly can say he is, right now, the greatest. The greatest. He's the greatest right now, okay? If Lane Johnson wins another fucking Super Bowl before he retires, hey, we got now, it might be Lane. Okay, let's put it this way. Whoever gets the most Super Bowls, that's who you talk about as the greatest right now, okay? Okay? Hey, it's looking at right now. Look, for me, okay, Jason Kelce was up there, right? Jason Kelce, Brandon Graham was there, right? There was a lot of, you got to look at Reggie White, okay? You got to look at certain players, but bro, for me, it starts with a Super Bowl. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You got Donovan and everybody else, bro. I'm gonna add Donovan in there, but bro, Donovan McNabb. But look, bro, right now it's the Super Bowls, okay? So it's about the Super Bowls. Who got the most Super Bowls? Right now, it's Brandon Graham. Like, bro, how he just went out. I mean, I'm happy, bro. This is perfect. Brandon Graham literally went out as a bro, he won a Super Bowl and retired. Okay? Took less money to come back. Fucking playing with a torn tricep. Bro, when players see this and you look at his journey, okay? You look at his journey and you like, damn, bro. Bro, he was supposed to have been a bust. Okay? He was supposed to, they were saying he was no good. The Eagles traded up to get him on a 13th overall pick. Okay, they trade up to get him. 13th in the overall pick. 13th overall from Michigan. First couple years, 3-4 years, don't pan out. They trying to change different positions for him and all type of shit, bro. And people are really like, bro, do you understand his journey, right? His journey in itself, all right? And it's crazy. It's crazy. And you know, for him to, bro, I'm extremely excited. I'm happy, bro. This how it should have been for Kelsey. Look, Jalen Hurts just got Brandon Graham another Super Bowl, bro. But look, Brandon Graham believed in Jay Hurts to run it back. You see, bro, like for Brandon Graham to believe that Jalen, for him to have that belief in Jalen, right, bro, like we got to keep Brandon Graham in the building, all right, because that is what, you know, I see their relationship, and I see how, bro, Brandon Graham and Jalen Hurts, even with all the veterans, right, Jalen Hurts, to be honest, Jalen Hurts had to in a way win over the vets, all right. All of the veterans, like, yeah, he's gonna be like that. They all start believing in him, bro. But Brandon Graham, he stuck around because he believed in Jalen Hurts. And bro, I'm talking about, the thing is, right, this dude, bro, Brandon Graham talks so much shit, bro. But guess what? You know what it stems from? It stems from him believing in his guys. That's what makes that, and bro, it's like we feed off of that. We feed off of that. I mean, bro, you can see his trash talk affecting players, affecting teams. You see this, bro. You see that. That's the element that a lot, I mean, that is bro, it's one thing to trash talk, right? But to back it up, to have a resume, to have a championship, to be a veteran, like, bro, honestly, that was a huge element to this team, bro. And I think we're good, right? I'm just glad bro retired. This is perfect. This is how you send your veterans off, with fucking championships, bro. Hey, Jalen probably the coldest motherfucker on planet Earth. Jalen probably the coldest motherfucker. Hey, that boy cold. He sent this vet off with a, bro. Jay Hurts sent his veteran off with a Super Bowl, pulled up on him, and chill at the ceremony. Like, bro, come on, man, let's stop it, bro. But Brandon Graham believed in him. Like, bro, again, bro, to have veterans like Jason Kelsey, Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox in the last years, right? To have those guys there, you cannot overlook how important the veteran leadership is, bro. He taught all the young boys the game. I mean, how could you not respect OG? He got two Super Bowls, nigga. This nigga, bro, tore his tricep, came back to play in the Super Bowl, tore that motherfucker again, still playing in the Super Bowl, making tackles. Hey, Brandon Graham, I promise you, it's not even close who the GOAT is. Brandon Graham is the GOAT. I'm sorry, bro. You gotta stamp it, bro. He's the GOAT. This nigga went, bro, he retired, coming off a Super Bowl, flexing them bitches after the Super Bowl. The man retirement ceremony was with two bad bitches, two Super Bowl. What? Stop, cold. Hey, Brandon Graham, cold. Hey, Lane Johnson, he's probably the only one that, if Lane get him one more, BG, hey, it's gonna be between those two boys. Okay, we're gonna have that discussion. But bro, if Lane get him one, we're gonna have to have this conversation. But right now, even damn, bro, who the GOAT right now? Oh, that's crazy. That's a whole nother topic. Who's the GOAT right now? Chat, who's the GOAT? BG looking like the GOAT, chat. Do you think they're going to three-peat? I don't know about a three-peat, but we definitely can repeat. Class act also. Facts, Mud. Greatest eagle of all time. Yeah, bro, you got to give it to him. Yoni, what's the word? I see y'all in here, bro. I see the shout out to the 27 people in here. What do you think about the Eagles trades? Hey man, we right now, bro. I'm really just we just really chopping it up about Brandon Graham, honestly. Brandon Graham, just like bro, his career. I'm gonna give him. I gotta start off by giving Brandon Graham his flowers, bro. Right now, he's the GOAT. Okay, Brandon Graham. Okay, he got 76.5 sacks. Bro, it's this guy from, bro, he summed up his pretty much his whole career. And this from NBC Sports from Philadelphia. I forgot the guy's name, but it's from NBC Sports. He summed this up pretty good, bro. Let's just take a listen to him.
2-year-old Brandon Graham, just weeks after the Eagles moved up in the 2010 draft to select him with the 13th overall pick. He arrived in Philadelphia with high expectations after establishing himself as one of the best players in college football at Michigan. Graham contributed as a rookie before tearing his ACL late in the season. The injury limited him to just 3 games in 2011. He eventually moved from defensive end to outside linebacker in 2013 in defensive coordinator Billy Davis's 3-4 scheme.
So a lot just happened, bro. His rookie year, he get drafted. The Eagles trade 13th overall and drafts Brandon Graham. His rookie year, he tears his ACL, right? And then after that, he's not performing well, and they're calling him a bust. Right, so I mean, right now, to start off his career, all the chips is immediately stacked against him, right? And it's like, damn, Brandon Graham really isn't like that. He isn't what we thought. I mean, y'all trade up to get him 13th overall, right? So not looking too good. Not looking too good.
Ball at Michigan. Graham contributed as a rookie before tearing his ACL late in the season. The injury limited him to just 3 games in 2011. He eventually moved from defensive end to outside linebacker in 2013 in defensive coordinator Billy Davis's 3-4 scheme. Graham struggled to find his footing, making just 1 total start in the 2013 and 2014 seasons. Criticism mounted, and the dreaded bust label began to surface, as a portion of the fan base complained that the team should have drafted all-pro safety Earl Thomas, who was selected by the Seahawks.
Hey, yo, that's crazy, because there was a time, right, people were saying, why did the Eagles draft Brandon Graham when they could have drafted Earl Thomas? Or there was a lot of other guys, right? Earl Thomas was part of the Legion of Boom. Okay, there was a lot of different guys, so they were saying, hey, the Eagles could have done it. They could have grabbed anybody else, but they trade up to 13th to get Brandon Graham. Right? So it was looking like, and the Seahawks just won a Super Bowl with Earl Thomas. So they were just trying, they were really they were really piling on Brandon Graham. And I mean, honestly, bro, I wouldn't say rightfully so, but I mean, bro, it's like performance based at the end of the day, right? So you, for a 13th overall pick, it's like, damn, bro, he coming off an injury, right? He coming off an injury and different schemes, and bro, just let that boy rush. Just let him just rush the passer, right? So it just didn't start out how ideally, but there was still like time to, but it was rough starting off, bro.
One pick after the Eagles took Graham, but Brandon Graham stayed the course, re-signing with the Eagles in 2015 and moving back to defensive end in 2016 when Jim Schwartz arrived as the Eagles' new defensive coordinator. The 2016 season proved to be pivotal as Graham started all 16 games and was named a second-team All-Pro. He registered a team-leading 9.5 sacks in 2017.
So now we got him an All-Pro, second-team All-Pro, right? Showing he could, get pressures, get sacks. So this was a plus.
Helping lead the Eagles to Super Bowl 52. where he delivered arguably the biggest defensive play.
And we know what he did in the Super Bowl, right? Won us that Super Bowl. And again, bro, like, damn. When we talk about Brandon Graham's his career, bro. Nigga, this adds so much. Bro did this to Tom Brady and the Patriots. I think from him having the two, listen to me, bro. From the two Super Bowls and what he did to Tom Brady, bro, that's a Hall of Fame career. The stats, that shit don't even matter, bro, when you talking about Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham, they say, oh, he ain't going to the Hall of Fame. Why the fuck not? Look what he did to Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. This is the best quarterback in the ever, nigga, in NFL history. And look what Brandon Graham, a sack, a forced fumble to seal the Super Bowl for the Eagles, pretty much, bro. Like, against Tom Brady? Oh yeah, you gotta give him that nod for that. And he got 2 Super Bowls. Like, don't act like, you know, he got 75 sacks, 70 plus sacks. Like, wasn't a slouch. Well, it's not like he was not a dog. The trash talk, bro. Look, the Hall of Fame is more than stats. It's not just about stats. So people would say, oh, people are not trying. They're saying, oh, he's the Eagles. He going to the Eagles Hall of Fame. Yeah, of course. But bro, we cannot just push that narrative like Shorty shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, bro. OG, BG, should be in the Hall of Fame, bro. Just based off his 2 Super Bowls, right? What his iconic play in the Super Bowl against the greatest quarterback, bro. Like, again, in one of the greatest Super Bowls ever, bro. Like, we have to start. Look. When it comes to like Hall of Fame, we talking about Super Bowls, nigga. This shit it's about Super Bowls. It's about what you done in the playoffs in the Super Bowl. The regular season, guess what, nigga? People don't remember that shit. Let's be honest. It's the nigga. What really matters is the playoffs and the Super Bowls. That's how you getting in the Hall of Fame. Honestly, now of course there's outliers where the stats is like, oh shit, yeah, he was just better than everybody else, right? Of course, it's some players like that. Right, but for the most part, bro, that shit boils down to Super Bowls and what have you done in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl. That's what really determines your legacy, and that's what makes it tough to really like be first balloting. But I'm telling you, we cannot act like Brandon Graham. We cannot try to discredit Brandon Graham and say, oh, he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, bro, in the NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame. We can't do that. Bro, what he's done, he got 2 of them. Hey, and them Super Bowls is what matter. Them Super Bowls is what get you in that Hall of Fame, bro. The Super Bowls is what get you in the Hall of Fame. Y'all defense is going to be hot trash next year. I mean, bro, if that's how you feel, okay, cool. If that's how you feel, I understand that. You can feel that way. You can feel that way. You can feel that way, bro. By all means. But no, let's just finish, cause he's doing an amazing job narrating Brandon Graham's career. It's wild. Okay, bro deserves a raise.
He delivered arguably the biggest defensive play in franchise history. Graham's strip sack of Tom Brady secured the Eagles' first ever Super Bowl championship and cemented his legendary status in Philadelphia. He went on to start every game from 2018 to 2020 and signed a $40 million contract in 2019. Graham had proven the doubters wrong, and he took extra enjoyment in proving his good friend Derek Gunn wrong as well. Graham earned his first Pro Bowl selection in 2020, and he was one of the veterans expected to lead the way as the Nick Sirianni era began in 2021. But Graham tore his Achilles in the second game of the season. He was 33 years old, and it was fair to wonder.
Now, when Brandon Graham tore his Achilles, I think it was like the first game of the season, right? So, bro, at 33, it's like, damn, you just tore your Achilles. I think, bro, at that point, it was like, man, this was another huge obstacle in his career, bro. Because, like, okay, you look at the year they went to the Super Bowl. He was second team All-Pro, right? You look at the play he made in the Super Bowl to win the Eagles their first ever Super Bowl, right? And then you see a couple years later when this happens, at his age, it's like, damn, what the hell do you do after this? He came back after it and had his best year, right? Like, bro, coming at 33, coming off of an Achilles, bro, that's probably one of the crazy. I mean, then I think he had like a double-digit sacks and go back to the Super Bowl and come up short. Bro, come on, man. You like, I mean, bro, just crazy, bro.
If he'd ever be the same. Turns out he was better than ever in 2022. Graham returned from his injury to register a career-high 11.5 sacks, helping the Eagles to another Super Bowl appearance. But Graham's best accomplishment of 2022, being the Eagles nominee for the NFL's Walter Payton Man of the Year Award for his outstanding work in the community. Graham signed a one-year deal to return for his 14th season with the Eagles in 2023. He set a franchise record for most games played, and after the Eagles' playoff loss to the Bucs, he expressed his desire to return for a 15th season.
It'll be my farewell tour next year. You know what I'm saying? If the Eagles want me to do it one more time, I would love to be here for another.
So look, now this is what's crazy, right?
Eagles' playoff loss to the Bucs, he expressed his desire to return for a 15th season.
So look, all right, now, look, bro, whole time we gotta talk about Howie, because Howie is the guy that drafted Brandon Graham, right? So moved up to draft him. So after losing in a wild card round, right? Mind you, coming off of a Super Bowl a year before, okay? You come up short on one of your most impressive years of the season, years of your career, okay? Come up short in the Super Bowl. Say, fuck it, let's run it back, and lose in the wild card. And run it back again for your final year, for your 15th season. Mind you, at this point, Jason Kelce checks out. Fletcher Cox checked out. They've checked out. Now you got Brandon Graham, Lane Johnson. Brandon Graham comes back for one more year, and takes a pay cut, right? Comes back for a vet minimum, or I don't know how. If I'm not mistaken, I know it was 1 year for like, I think it couldn't have been no more than $5 million or whatever. But he came back, okay, and contributed. Then tears ACL, right? Tears his ACL. He's out for the season. Comes back in the Super Bowl. tears his ACL in the Super Bowl, wins the Super Bowl, and retires? Yeah, bro, he definitely, bro. Hey, Patrick said first ballot Hall of Famer. Yes, definitely, first ballot Hall of Famer. Love BG, bro. Facts. Now he tore his tricep. He tore his tricep. He tore his tricep. Yeah, he tore his tricep, bro.
It'll be my farewell tour next year. You know what I'm saying? If the Eagles want me to do it one more time, I would love to be here for another year. Because I know we got something special. And 15, my farewell tour. I'll be done next year.
Graham got his wish, returning for season 15, and his premonition about the Eagles having something special was right on target. Graham turned back the clock in 2024, recording 20 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, and 3.5 sacks in the first 11 games of the season. He picked up another big honor off the field, earning his second career Walter Payton Man of the Year nomination, but his regular season came to an abrupt end in November, again due to injury, this time a torn triceps.
You hear that, bro?
Yeah, man, I just needed this right here. I needed to get this out.
He just said it, bro. A torn tricep, bitch. It was a torn tricep. You just heard it, bro. Shut up, man. All right, bro. It was a torn tricep. You literally just heard it, bro.
It's been a while since I cried, man. Like this. This one was the one right here. This was the one.
But Graham refused to give up on his season, working his way back for one last game in Super Bowl 59. He played 13 snaps in the Eagles' 40-22 win over Kansas City and joined teammates Lane Johnson, Jake Elliott, and Rick Lovato as Philadelphia's first two-time world champions in half a century.
It's about us being gritty. We're going to stay gritty. We're going to stay working. I'm going to always be a part of Philly no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so look. Hey, I'm not going to cap.
This is
hold
a
on, wait.
22-year-old Brandon Graham just weeks after the Eagles...
Hold on, chat. I'm not going to cap, bro. Wait, nah, that man flexing both of them bitches like that, bro, is probably the coldest shit ever. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hold on. That's probably the coldest shit ever, bro. Alright. Now look, bro. Listen. He retore his tricep in the Super Bowl, nigga. So listen, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm so thankful to have been here. And I love y'all.
Later, we discovered that Graham retore his triceps.
He retore his tricep. Look, bitch. Don't you see the scar, you dumbass? Bro, talking about it was his bicep. Nigga, why would you see a cut through the back of it? Come on, bro. Y'all be like, come on, bro. Shut up, bro. All right, exactly. Now what? Now he, look, nigga, delete the message after talking about some goofy, bro. Come on, Tim. I should ban your dumb ass, bro. He told some, it was the bicep. It was the bicep. Bro, it wasn't, nigga. Shut up. Damn.
In the Super Bowl, an injury that eventually pushed him.
That's gonna be talking for nothing. But nah, bro, flexing these 2 Super Bowls. Hey, nah, bro. Hey, this the coldest shit ever. Hey, I'm not gonna cap, bro. What? Like, Brandon Graham, bro, this man. At the parade, he got 2 Super Bowls. And can't, I mean, like, bro, I mean, as far as, like, you look at, what's his name? You look at our kicker. I mean, all right, for the guys who actually put in the work, all right, and got the 2 Super Bowls for the Philadelphia Eagles, Brandon Graham, Lane Johnson, Jake Elliott. Okay, they got 2 of them. right? So when you look at who's the GOATs, who's the greatest, we got to start with the guys who got the most Super Bowls, right? Guess what? It's Brandon Graham right now. Okay. Now, if when Jalen Hurts gets another one, yes, Jalen Hurts is definitely gonna be at the. I mean, he is gonna be a. All right, but if Jalen Hurts get one and Lane Johnson gets one, Lane Johnson's gonna have three. So it's gonna be Lane Johnson. I feel like whoever has the most Super Bowls, okay, that's who's gonna be considered the GOAT. Nick Foles only got one, bro. All right, and he wasn't with the Eagles for long. I feel like right now you got to give it to Brandon Graham. That's really where I'm at right now. You have to give it to Brandon Graham. You got to, right? He's the GOAT right now. Okay, now when you if you look at, let's see, yeah, right now you gotta go with who got the most Super Bowls. You're not gonna choose a kicker, right? But I mean, Jake Elliott's definitely in the top 5 right now. He got 2 Super Bowls. He's ahead of Jason Kelce. Okay, I believe he's ahead of Jason Kelce. I think right now, it's Brandon Graham, Lane Johnson, Jake Elliott. Top 3 right now. Yup. And I think everybody else, right? Yes, I'm going Brandon Graham, Lane Johnson, Jake Elliott in my top. Jason Kelce 4th. He only got 1. If his ass would have stayed 1 more year, bro, who knows? I don't know, man. Do we even win one with Jason Kelce? I don't know, but. Oh, damn, y'all saying I agree. Yeah, so so I mean, if you look at, you gotta start with who has the most. If Lane Johnson gets him a Super Bowl, it's Lane, bro. At this point, when you talk about the GOATs, it's all about who got the most Super Bowls. I promise you, bro. So right now, you can make a case for right now. I mean, with what Brandon Graham did against who he did it to, which was Tom Brady, the greatest ever. I think, bro, I don't think Lane Johnson will ever be able to top that moment, right? No, who gonna be able to top that? Maybe Jalen. If Jalen gets one more Super Bowl, okay. If Jalen gets one more Super Bowl, I'm giving it to Jalen. And next will be and the next will probably be Lane Johnson or Brandon Graham or Lane Johnson. It all depends on, because Brandon Graham has what right now, what gives Brandon Graham the clear edge as the best Eagles football player ever. He has 2 Super Bowls and his iconic strip sack to win the Eagles their first. Okay, and of course there's other stuff along the way, but the 2 Super Bowls and the sack, the sack force fumble, bro, you got to give it to, you got to give it to Brandon Graham. You got to give it to Brandon Graham. Jalen Hurts will have the most. Jalen Hurts will have the most by the end of his career. I think so. I believe so. The body of work cemented. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's yeah. He got it right now. Again, if Lane Johnson, when if Jalen Hurts and Lane Johnson get one more, when they pull off, if they get one more, they get one more. Lane Johnson, you got to make Lane Johnson could make the case as the GOAT. Okay, and I think he will still have the edge over Jalen because he has, But hey, I mean, as long as if he wins one more with Jalen Hurts, you will have to. It'll be tough. It will be tough, but I would probably still go BG, Lane Johnson, Jalen Hurts. All right. Now with the quarterback, you probably won't. It's for Jalen to have 2 Super Bowls. It's honestly, if Jalen gets 2 Super Bowls, you probably gotta put Jalen at 1. If Jalen gets 2 Super Bowls, you put Jalen at 1. I'll put Lane. It'll be a discussion, but most likely I will put Lane at 2 because he has 3 Super Bowls. So I'm gonna give Lane 2, and I'm gonna give Brandon Graham 3. But the iconic strip sack, that's what makes it a discussion because again, Lane Johnson would have to have, and again, he's an old lineman, so you don't really see how valuable he really is because they don't get a lot of the attention, right? But they should. So I don't know what Lane Johnson would be able, what he could possibly do to have like an iconic play against such an iconic player. Right. I mean, Brandon Graham strip sack happened against the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. So, bro, I don't think he's going to be able to have that iconic moment. Okay. So, again, that is tough. It's tough, bro. But I would definitely, if Jalen Hurts get another Super Bowl, he would tie Brandon Graham. Right. So I'm immediately giving it's the quarterback, his responsibilities and everything I mean, at that point in his career, if he gets another Super Bowl, Jalen is going to have the top spot, right? For me personally, I will have to give him the top spot, and then from there it'll be maybe Lane or Brandon Graham or whatever. Now again, you look at Jalen Carter and all these other young guys, bro. It's now Jalen Carter can fuck around and leapfrog. Hey, listen to me. Now, if Jalen Carter could leapfrog Brandon Graham. If Jalen Carter wins another Super Bowl and wins like Defensive Player of the Year or some shit, or have like, bro, dude is probably, he'll be in the top 5. All right, if he wins a Super Bowl, like if he gets like Defensive Player of the Year or All Pro or some shit, if he gets Defensive Player of the Year, nigga, he's instantly cemented in the top 5. So and if let's say he gets Defensive Player of the Year and another Super Bowl, bro, hey, I think he will probably, I think he's definitely going up there. You're right. He'll lead Brandon Graham. Okay, but for right now, bro, Brandon Graham got it. That's all I'm saying, bro. And he flexing them bitches too, cause he the GOAT right now. There's no question. Like we're looking at the GOAT of like Philadelphia Eagles football. It's Brandon Graham. And I just want to make sure that's on. I wanted to make sure that's on wax. It's Brandon Graham. And if Jalen gets 2 more Super Bowls, god damn. I know he could pull off one more. We knew he was gonna get him one, right? Now that he got the one, it's scary, bro, for everybody else because now he knows what it takes. Right? The one that he lost, he like, damn. So now bro, it's like, bro, use the first loss to learn and get better. On God. And now the players, his teammates, can ask him what to do, and he can lead properly now because I mean now he's been through it, so he can say, hey, this is what you don't want to do, right? It's right, and he can navigate through it better, right? So he's more, I mean, especially with being a leader. I feel like when Jalen Hurts has already been through certain situations, it's like, bro, it's just gonna make him better, bro. Right? And now he got one. That's what makes it so scary. Because guess what? That boy already locked in on, he ain't even celebrating this one. Bro trying to go get another one. And that's what makes this shit so wild. Bro, like, damn, we won one, but nigga, we don't give a fuck. That shit, oh, we trying to go win another. Y'all want to go win another one? Why not? It ain't over. Them boys locked in on winning another Super Bowl. So, yeah, they definitely gonna get him another one. They gonna get him another one. Brandon Graham retiring. I mean, bro, I'm glad he retired. I'm glad he went out the way he went out. Like a champ. Okay? Bro went out like a champ.
Seconds away from winning a Super Bowl. You come up with their one turnover of the game right here. Brady back again.
One play. Just one play.
Ahead. Brandon Graham. When you needed him, he came through.
So look, bro get the game-winning sack in the Super Bowl, right? And look, he see Tom Brady broadcasting the game, right? And trolling him, like, bro, what the fuck? He pulled up on him, like, yeah, what's up? You remember that strip sack, right? And it's all, but bro, it's all love, right? At the end of the day, we know how many Tom Brady got, and we know, you know what I'm saying? We know the impact of that play. But for Brandon Graham, you know this man is the ultimate trash talker, bro. Pulled up on Tom Brady, bro. Like, this is like, how do you don't you're not replacing this. Both of those guys are from Michigan, right? Like, bro, like I mean, like, damn, bro, you can't replace a Brandon Graham. So I think the team, and it's unfortunate, but Brandon Graham, how he went out, bro, you know, he got the two. Now the Eagles got to find a way to replace the heart and soul of this defense, because Brandon Graham was that. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson was that. Knowing I'm going to lose Brandon Graham, I'm definitely not trying to lose Chauncey, right? But it is what it is, right? But damn. Now there's no Brandon Graham, and we know, bro's iconic at this point. He pulled up on Brandon Graham pulled up on Tom Brady. This was this year, you know, after after the strip sack.
Look, you want to mic him up.
Stop holding, man. Oh, 6-4. I got two coming. You see what I said? That's real. You ain't blocking me. Hey, bro. He's scared now. Hey, you better buckle up. He tired, bro. I told you to play. How do you... Ain't no running, boy.
The trash talk, bro. Like, okay, like, how do you, like, bro, I think that's an element to where, like, losing a vet like Brandon Graham on defense, bro, I feel like that is the element to where you really are going to lack, or you're really going to, there's going to be a just I mean, bro, who can fill that void? Who can fill a Brandon Graham's void? You know what I'm saying? Like, who can fill that void? I don't know. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I mean, from a not even from a statistical standpoint, from a performance standpoint. I mean, from a trash talking standpoint. Because again, bro, regardless of how you want to portray it, that shit helps. It matters, bro. You need vocal leaders on defense. Because I mean, the defense are already at a disadvantage, right? So you gotta have that chip on your shoulder, bro. You gotta have that I want that sweat, bro. I mean, I'm talking about championship defenses, right? That's all I'm focused on, right? So I'm talking about I've experienced, I've watched, I've seen championship defenses, right? You need that element. So that's really losing a guy like Brandon Graham, bro. You're going to need to be able to have somebody. You look at Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, every year with him, we won a Super Bowl. I mean, we've been to a Super Bowl and won one. Why? Every time with Chauncey, #1 ranked defense. Why? It's the attitude that you bring, bro. It's the attitude. It's the chemistry that you have within your team, bro, to where like you guys can feed off of each other's energy and success. You have to have chemistry to be able to do that. I think Chauncey Gardner-Johnson was probably and Brandon Graham, they fit they fit in the same role as far as their, I want to say bravado, like how they carry themselves as far as like the trash talk, bro. You getting in people's head, bro. People are hearing it. Now you could talk the talk, but you gotta walk the walk, right? And but they definitely was able to do so, bro. The team feeds off of that, bro. That's what you don't realize. So while I am concerned that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to lack that level of and that edge, that intensity, that level of bravado, right? You still Jalen Carter, bro. I mean, bro, he can definitely go into that role. I mean, he's shown it. I think they know they have Jalen Carter. We need one more guy, somebody in the secondary. Okay, maybe if it's Quinyon, but we need vocal leaders, especially on defense, right? You need guys that are going to talk and chirp, bro. You look at Richard Sherman from the Seahawks, right? Legion of Boom, been in 2 Super Bowls, won one, right? We know they historic like shit that they got going on, right? You look at certain something as far as a defense, bro. You need that. I've never seen a defense without that. A Super Bowl caliber defense, an all-time great defense without that. I could look at Terrell Suggs with the Ravens. I could look at you look at the Steelers, right? You got a bunch. You look at you got guys. I'm talking with teams that won multiple Super Bowls and had that had all-time great defenses that went on to win Super Bowls. There's always a couple guys that are nasty, that are fucking like, and that are really that's really like grimy like that. That's gonna hit you. That's gonna play defense. Gonna have hard, it's like having a like, bro. I promise you, bro. You need that. That. I'm looking at all of these defenses, all of the teams that won Super Bowls. You need that a couple guys. If you got one, you're good. We got Brandon Graham, vocal leaders. That is a huge element. I mean, in order to be a vocal leader, you got to really be like that. So if you're a vocal leader, you perform on the field as well. So you need that. So, and again, certain players aren't built to lead in that way. Certain players just make their plays and, you know what I'm saying, they level headed and keep calm, or they ain't really, you know, doing a lot of yapping or trash talking. That element, bro, I promise you, if you didn't get anything else out of this live stream, understand that element of having a team, a defense. They got niggas that talk shit, and then everybody's feeding off of it, and not only they trash talking, they back up what they're saying. Bro, it's like, damn, you see like, oh shit, as an opposing team, you're automatically at a disadvantage, because you like, damn, why the fuck they so confident? What the fuck's gonna happen at up? So now you kind of hesitant, and then you find out and see, and you like, oh shit, this is why they were talking this much shit, because they really like that, right? And then you like, oh fuck, it was true. Now you panicking. Okay, I seen the exchange with Brandon Graham and Travis Kelce. He tell Travis Kelce it's headache time. And do like a point right here, like it's headache time, and point at a watch. And Travis Kelce points back at his watch like, yeah, it is. And then do like this, you just chirping. And then like during the game, you see Travis Kelce like this, like he got a headache, like, you know what I'm saying, like out of the game, bro. This type of shit really matters on a defense, bro. And again, Brandon Graham was always that. That man was always trash talking and talking shit. But it's a mental thing too. He knows it's a mental thing, and it's a lot of times, bro, his trash talk is affecting the opposing team. I'm just saying, chat.
At 21 seconds away from winning a Super Bowl.
It's headache time! He told the man it's headache time. It was definitely headache time. It was. It was really headache time. That man really had a headache. That man really had a headache. He really had a headache. We bust they ass, whooped they ass. Travis Kelce had a horrible game. Brandon Graham was telling this man right before the game, it's headache time. And bro clearly visibly had a headache. Bro, what the fuck? You can't make this up. Yeah, bro told Brandon Graham, say, hey, it's headache time. Bro know exactly where to go trash talk. Hey, this nigga Brandon Graham was diabolical, bro. Okay, so look, he knows where to go. Okay, so look, during the game, they had like their pre-workouts and stuff, right? And they stretch and shit like that. When they go back into the tunnel, Brandon Graham is waiting for the opposing team when they're going back in to trash talk, bro. You can't make this shit up, bro. I promise you. Because there's like routines, right? Okay, you go to the facility. Okay, you go to the facility and then, you know, you go out and stretch with no pads or whatever on, right? Do your little routines, right? Without pads, okay? You go and then and that's when you get there early or whatever, right? You got the band and everything else, right? You go warm up. After that, you go back into the locker room. Put on your gear. Put on your shoulder pads and shit like that. This is before a game, right? So then you go back out with your position group. Go through your routine and stuff like that, Okay. Now you go back in the locker room and then you come back out and then shit like that. That's when the game starts. Okay. In the midst of these routines, however the routine is laid out for a set team, okay, however the routine is laid out, Brandon Graham is there when teams are going back into their locker rooms, okay, after they warm ups before the game, and he's trash talking, bro. So, bro, this is an element to where it clearly affected Travis Kelce. He tell Travis Kelce, nigga, it's headache time. And you see, bro, visibly look like he got a migraine during the game. While they getting their ass kicked. Bro, that is an element to where I think it goes so unnoticed. But, you know, I'm just saying, bro, that who can fill that void? I would love for it to be somebody like Jalen Carter. I just like seeing dogs out there on defense with reckless abandon. Okay? I'm just saying, chat. Okay? So I mean the Eagles, in fact, okay, all right, we know Brandon Graham is retired, right? We know we lose Jai Sweat, Milton Williams. We lose a lot on that D line, right? Especially from like we talking about as far as like from a pass rushing standpoint. Okay, I think the Philadelphia Eagles are in great shape. Okay, now I've looked at, I've taken some time to look at a couple guys that the Philadelphia Eagles have signed, and you look at the defensive end position. Okay. I think the Philadelphia Eagles have done a great job while losing. You see everything they've lost, right? You look at the defensive side of the ball, losing Jai Sweat and Milton Williams. Okay. I mean, bro, you pretty much have to, losing Orrin Burks, right? A linebacker, bro. You have to immediately try to replenish or add some depth at these positions. Make no mistake about that. But I think the Philadelphia Eagles have done a great job, okay, signing guys. Okay, Joshua Uche, that's one edge rusher the Philadelphia Eagles acquired. And, you know, of course, they grab A.J. Dillon, Adoree Jackson. Now, these are guys that are, you know, have more of a name, right? Joshua Uche had one breakout year with the Patriots and was like a rotational pass rusher, right? Harrison Bryant, a tight end, you know, depth piece. All of these guys are just, at the end of the day, they're depth pieces, right? Who knows what happens, okay? Who knows how it plays out? But you have to replace a guy that gave you 76.5 sacks. Okay? You have to replace guys like Milton Williams and Jai Sweat. Okay, you have to replace a Milton Williams from a pass rush, from an edge rush. Not even an edge rush, from just a pass rushing standpoint. Jai Sweat. From an edge rushing standpoint, you have to be able to replace these guys, right? From an edge rushing standpoint, you got to be able to replace these guys, okay? From just a pass rushing standpoint in general, I feel like you have to. All day Dallas sucks facts, bro. I honestly think BG, Lane, Fletch, and Kelsey taught them young bulls the Eagles culture, and they all played parts in teaching their replacements. Facts, BZ, and I think that's part of like how they that's really a huge part as to how this team was able to like build, honestly. And I honestly believe they paid these guys based off. You look at Jason Kelsey, Cam Jurgens, right? You pay Jason Kelsey another extra year to kind of show this rookie or this young guy the ropes as he goes on to be your replacement. Darius Slay and Quinion is like, hey, Darius Slay, I want to bring you back to mentor this young guy, and from there, we part ways, or let's see if we can win it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think there's a certain dynamic, within the organization as far as the GM, the owner, and the players, to where I feel like they have an open level of communication where they say, hey, Darius Slay, we're gonna bring in your replacement, and we're gonna pay you to kind of bring him up and teach him. All right, and then we move on or part ways, right? So I think the Eagles use guys like Jason Kelsey as a template for their centers. And then you look at Cam Jurgens, right? You look at Darius Slay. They're like, hey, who's another Darius Slay out here? A Quinion Mitchell, right? So you're like, damn, we found, and now we're gonna, not only are we gonna find their prototypes, we're gonna have them teach them, and we're gonna pay them for that, along with their performance and things they've done in the past, whatever the case may be, right? So I honestly think, bro, the Philadelphia Eagles have a great pipeline of understanding how to use, the players that's on their roster and that's successful, how to go about replacing them, in all honesty, bro. And another thing, okay, Azeez Ojulari. Again, bro, when you talk about the edge rushers, right? You see Brandon Graham was an edge rusher, right? And Josh Sweat was an edge rusher. They both departed, right? They won't be back next year. This dude, hey, he might be special. Hey, and he's from Georgia, okay? He has ties to all the Georgia Bulldogs. Azeez Ojulari, okay? What a name, my nigga. Like, what a name. I think he's like that, okay? I'm going to just say that now. I think the Eagles, as far as their pass rushers, you got Jelix Hunt, Nolan Smith, right? Jalen Carter can get in the mix. Okay, bro comes from the Giants. I mean, goddamn, right? We can just take everybody from them and they pan out and work out. Okay, so I think it's a no-brainer. Okay, you look at, he just hasn't been healthy, right? He just hasn't been healthy. That's all it boils down to. If he can put together one season, right, to where a one full season where he gets opportunities, bro, I think he can definitely develop and become elite. Right now, you got Bryce Huff. And you got Uche from the Patriots, right? Joshua Uche, who had one breakout year. These guys, Bryce Huff, and you can throw Bryce Huff in there. Look, the Eagles are hedging they're betting on these young edge rushers being able to duplicate their breakout years, right? Now, injuries had, stopped him from really and playing for the Giants, right? So, but other than that, coming from Georgia and having his guys there with him that play in Georgia, right? With some, Nolan Smith and all those guys, right? But I feel like this is the perfect opportunity for him. I think he's going to be good. I also like Joshua Uche. Okay, Joshua Uche. Again, these are pass rushers, bro. Here's the thing with these edge rushers the Eagles have brought in, right? They're kind of like under the Bryce Huff mold, okay? You're looking at guys that had breakout years a couple years ago that may have not had the opportunity, or may have been prevented, may have been stagnated by injury, which is still not having an opportunity because you're injured, right? But your best availability is availability, so it's being available. So, right, you still got to say, hey, these guys, you look at Joshua Uche. He had a breakout year a couple years ago with the Patriots, and again after that he's been like a rotational guy. Okay. Azeez Ojulari, on the other hand, bro, he's looked good. It's just been injuries. That's all. It's been just like weak ass little toe injuries, or not even really not really injuries that's been serious. Okay, so you look at Ojulari, you look at him, bro, and I think he's going to, again, I felt the same way about Bryce Huff. Who knows? Bryce Huff can have an amazing year next year, okay? The Eagles are pretty much hedging their bets on, these guys performing. Bryce Huff coming off of a career year and his trajectory, the Eagles are really, they're projecting that these guys are going to be good. So it's just all about if they can hit on at least one of these guys, you got a Zach Bond, right? If you can hit on both, if Uche or Ojulari, bro, if one of these guys can be give you Josh Sweat's production, bro, you won. Even if both of them combined can give you Josh Sweat's production, I think you won. But they need to fill a void there. And I honestly feel like in the right position, in the right system with Jalen Carter, okay, he's going to demand a lot of double teams. So there's going to be so many opportunities for these guys to showcase what they can do. They're going to have one-on-one matchups. Nolan Smith is going to win some of it. Jalen Hunt, right? So I think as far as the young edge rushers, I really feel like the Philadelphia Eagles, honestly, I think they're in great shape. Now you do lose Brandon Graham and Josh Sweat, so I just like the teams. I would never be like, I won't be there's times where I'll be 100% on what the Philadelphia Eagles doing, but of course you're not going to agree with everything, and that's perfectly fine, right? But right now, I think the Philadelphia Eagles, in the situation that they're in, acquiring these edge rushers, bro, I really think both of these guys just may very well pan out. And if that's the case, there would be no drop off. Okay, if both of them can give you Josh Sweat's production and stay healthy during the whole season, I think the Philadelphia Eagles, I think there's no drop off, and the Eagles might very may well repeat. Let's not say 3-peat, but they will still have a top 5 defense. They will have a top 5 defense in every category. Okay, if Uche and Ojulari can give you the same production as just Josh Sweat, I think if combined, if they can give you that production, they find a good rotation, and they strike gold. I trust our defensive coordinator, right? He brought in Zach Bond, and look what happened. So right now, I'm betting on our defensive coordinator, Howie Rosemans. I believe in them. I think Joshua Uche and Azeez Ojulari, bro, it's going to take a minute, bro. I'm going to figure it out. Azeez Ojulari. The more plays you make, guess what? The more accustomed we become to your name, bro. Azeez Ojulari, Joshua Uche, bro. If these two dudes pan out, the Eagles want free agency. Let's put it that way, right? If Ojulari and Uche pan out, the Eagles win free agency, bro. All right. if some of these guys that they brought in free agency, I'm betting my money on the edge rushers right now. Okay? You know, you also got a Dory Jackson, a cornerback, AJ Dillon, Harrison Bryant, where just like, I mean, like, you look at AJ Dillon and Dory Jackson, bro. I mean, as far as like backup running back, I mean, AJ Dillon, that's all cool, but bro, if he can actually come in and like be a dog, which I think he would be under with this old line, bro, I think he'll have a Saquon Barkley effect. So it's an upgrade. Right, Adoree Jackson, I feel like that's a Darius Slay upgrade. That not an upgrade. That's a Darius Slay replacement move, depth move, leadership move. Like, you know what I'm saying, veteran type. You can't go wrong with this. Joshua Uche, edge rusher. Let's see if you can bring something, you know, to the rotation. Right, we'll see you have the ability, bro. I really think the Eagles, honestly, now Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is what will always take away from this free agency, in my opinion. Right, for me personally. But overall, I think the Philadelphia Eagles have done an amazing job in free agency so far, right? Let's make no mistake about it, based off of what their initial trajectory was. Because it looked like they were just moving off of all the contracts and trying to, you know, kind of stockpile draft picks, which at the time I didn't know that was the plan. I was looking at, hey, let's go make a move and let's go show we're trying to run this shit back. No, they said, hey, we're good. We can play the long game while still winning, and I think they can. I think that is the best move. Now that I'm looking at it and seeing what they're, you know, I still would never give up Chauncey. That's still something I would not do when I'm losing Brandon Graham. But honestly, bro, with all things considered, based off what they've done, I think so far they've done enough to set themselves up perfectly in the draft. Okay, I think really if they nail the draft, the Eagles are repeating. Okay, they got to nail the draft like last year. But overall, bro, the Eagles are still in good shape. Brandon Graham is the GOAT right now. You know, and we got to gear up for the draft. So we're going to gear up for the draft. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on post notification. Of course, just like always, God bless those